Hey guys, you've been added to the Close Friends list. We are a podcast that talks about pop culture, gossip, and really anything we want. As you know, the Close Friends list is always a vibe that's changing, so make sure you stay a part of ours by following us anywhere you listen to podcasts at Close Friends List Pod. New episodes drop every Friday at midnight. We are so excited to have you on our Close Friends list, and we hope to be added to yours soon.
Welcome back to the Close Friends List
Yeah.
podcast with your Black hosts, Erin and Adia. You know, today's a very special episode because it is the most melanated episode we've ever had.
Yeah.
Um, of course, shout out Katie, our
We miss
dear
you.
Caucasian
But
friend. We miss you. We love you. Um, and we're so
you left
thankful.
us,
Yes, you did. You left
and
us.
now this is a melanated queen
We're
podcast.
left to our own devices.
Yeah.
What else should we do? So for the next 2 weeks, Aaron and I are going to live it up.
Yeah.
That's the best way that I can say
Yeah.
describe these episodes. This is going to be the blackest podcast you will listen to. Um, and I'm so happy about that. I have no qualms about that at all.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Like me and Adia have been texting and we've been like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like we could do this, that, this, that, this. I'm like, we could have a whole month of this,
Yes,
but
should have been February, but
yeah, well, we didn't plan ahead.
we did
And neither
not.
did Katie with her vacation. So
Exactly. So next year we'll get it together. But for this year, for this month, gosh, I guess we should start off, I feel like, with the fist and then move into our Negro spirituals and then we'll go
I was trying to think of a spiritual, and then I was like, why are all of them drawing a blank?
wade in the water.
Not wade in the water. It just reminds me of like when I was in college VCU was a diverse school, but I feel like
Yes.
it's not considered a predominantly white school,
Yes.
but it is
It
a
is.
lot of white people.
Heavy PWI energy. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. But just you singing that reminded me of when I was in choir, and any of my choir like teachers were like, we are now, one of the songs we're going to be singing is a spiritual. And I was like, okay. And so I look at Savannah. We know Savannah. Shout out Savannah because we're in
Yes.
the same class. And we're like, hello? Us two black people, maybe two other black people, and then a room full of white people. And
Diabolical.
they're like, let's sing. Oh, what is that song called? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Give me a moment. We can cut me thinking this out, but hold on. What is it called?
Phone a friend, call up Savannah.
No, I'm literally, what is it? Okay. The song is called Ain't No Grave Can Hold My Body Down. And it's like, ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave that keep us in the underground.
The
I'm
way,
in. Yeah.
the
Yeah, it's all
way,
coming back. It's all
that's
coming
so
back.
wrong. That
Yeah.
is so wrong.
And it wasn't like it didn't sound bad, obviously,
Yeah.
but it was
The
just
the people singing it, it's like
they were like,
read the
ain't
room.
no also it's a choir class. So we're like, ain't no grave can hold my body. Like we're trying to do
Yeah.
chorally moments and not
Correlate. Oh my
spiritual.
gosh.
Like,
Yes. That's
anyway,
yeah, it didn't have the spirit is basically what you
it
were saying.
wasn't.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
But it was a fun moment.
Well, this is gonna be
But
the
anyway,
opposite of that. The
yeah.
opposite of that.
Oh, that's so funny. But I'm just very
Wow.
excited.
Yes.
The black of it all,
Hmm.
it's just going to be a blackety black, black, black episode. And
Yes.
maybe we'll have a special guest next week. Who knows? You'll have to tune in next week to see.
Hmm.
But this episode will just be all things fun, all things fresh, all
Yes.
things funky, all things Bibbidi Babbidi Black with Erin
Yes.
and Adia.
Capital B.
Yeah, capital B on all of those Bibbidi Babbidi, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
But first, I just have a little question to get us started. What
Yes.
is your favorite thing about being Black?
There's so many, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so hard to pinpoint one, but I think honestly, the best thing is that everyone wants to be us. Like, the influence of it all is
Yeah.
like really,
Yeah.
there's not one area we don't touch,
Exactly. And that we
like,
don't excel in, start in, just like people
yes,
take, they're like, ooh, Black culture. Take, grab,
yes.
try to
We
mimic it, and
are
it doesn't.
the trendsetters.
Yeah.
We set up the stage.
Yeah.
I don't know how else you can say influence. Like,
The influence of Black people just in general, incredible.
like it's always go back to the start.
Mm-hmm.
Who's there? A Black person every time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Music, fashion, food,
Always. And my favorite,
languages.
my favorite of it all is when like other people and other cultures don't know that, and then
Mm-hmm.
like things will come back around that have
Mm-hmm.
like been cool, like in the
Mm-hmm.
Black community, and it's like what happened like recently where people were like, oh, like the clean girl aesthetic with like the slicked back
Yes.
hair and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like,
The like lip liner,
yeah,
just
it's
like the
like,
lip liner gloss. I was like, what are we
where have
talking
you
about?
been? Like, what do
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah.
And then the new names for it is like what gets me like
Yes.
every time.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
The clean girl aesthetic like is specifically a great like example of
Yes.
just like white people taking over just like a slick back bun. Like
Yes.
just like
In
you're
a
like
gloss. Like,
in a gloss. And I'm like, hello.
and they always attribute it to like the most vanilla like person, like Hailey Bieber started the lip
Yeah.
trend. It's like,
You're like,
where did Hailey get it from now? Like, let's think
exactly.
critically here.
Exactly.
But that's the best part for
I
sure.
love that. I would say besides that, I would say one of my fave things is like the community of it all, of
Yeah.
like when you see like another Black person in public, or like someone saying something, if there's you and another Black person at work, at
Mm-hmm.
like wherever, and like just the like mind signals that you
Yes.
can like send
You
to them
know,
and they'll send to you, and you'll be like, yeah.
the
Or
telepathy. Yeah.
exactly. Or like the specifically like Black woman community,
Oh yeah.
like we're all girls.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, here we are,
Because
just
it's
like
a double
living our
whammy, both sides, and
exactly.
there's no one else that understands.
Exactly. Like Malcolm
So
X said, like, who is the most disrespected person in America? Who is the most overlooked person in America? The Black woman.
thank you.
And so we know that, and we just need to like stick together and be there together.
Yes, hold each other up 100%.
So
And that's what this podcast is all about. At least this episode.
at least the next two. No, but in general, we're a women uplifting women podcast, and we do want
Yes.
that just
We
noted.
support women's rights and wrongs.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Slay. But I wanted to talk about, like, since we're talking about like our fave things, I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about like what are some things like growing up that you have now realized were like either just Black things and not like universal everybody
Yeah.
did things, or like you noticed from like white friends or people around you that you were like, that's what Black people don't do that.
Yeah. I mean,
One of the
obviously there's a
things,
ton growing up
yeah,
in suburbia. Like,
literally
could be
I
here
was
all
gonna
night.
say one is like the what was I gonna say, well, one on the other end of like Black people don't do that, drinking milk for dinner.
Yeah, that's
That feels
gross.
like a very
It's wrong.
yeah.
And it's funny you say that because when Get Out came out and she was drinking the glass of milk, everyone was
Yeah.
like, all the Black people knew, like, oh, she's a
Yeah.
villain. Like,
Yeah.
that's something wrong. And everyone else was
Called
like,
it.
what do you
What
mean?
do you
She's just
mean?
drinking milk. And it's like,
And you're like,
no, that's
yeah.
psychotic. That's
Yeah.
psychotic behavior. She's a villain, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Trying to think of other ones. Like, I feel like I have more
My,
on the other side versus like,
yeah. I
but
mean,
go ahead.
mine's the one that the TikTok that I sent you where like saying what like to
Yeah.
your parents is like
Yes.
when you grow up like you never ever said what. Like what was
Mm-hmm.
just so disrespectful like on
Mm-hmm.
so many levels. Like it was like you're basically cussing. Like it was like wrong. Like it was a sin almost
Yeah.
to say what. And like the first moment of being at like your non-black friend's house and they say what to your parents and you just turn around and you're like, hello,
Oh,
like you're
yeah.
still alive, like
That goes into another one of like cussing in front of your parents,
oh my
and
gosh.
not, I would never. I still
No.
don't.
No.
I still
I
am
think I
like,
said damn like one time in front of my mom at like 28 and I was like, I'm so sorry.
yeah, I
Like
was like, I'm like stupid. Ah! Like I would never like that's what? What are we talking about?
oh my
Um,
gosh. Calling your parents by their first name.
yeah.
Insanity.
Everyone is Mr. blah blah blah, Mrs. blah blah
Yes.
blah, whoever they, want to
Yes.
be. But like
Yes.
the respecting of your elders moment is
Yeah.
just was so ingrained. And I feel
Yeah.
like this could go into part two's little
So many.
conversation.
Yes.
But yeah, it was just like I still am like, oh, like Mr. Blah blah blah, Mr. Blah blah blah. And I remember when I was in high school, I was like 17 or something, and one of the like small group leaders was a lady who I've known since I was like a child on from like church, the swim team, like all this stuff. And she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, just like call me by my first name." I was like, "No, Mrs.
I
Blah blah
can't.
blah, like that is
Yeah.
who you are." And that's like my mom will be like, "Oh, like blah 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 did this," and I'll still be like, "Oh, Mrs. Blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about her?"
Exactly. Yeah, no. Or like I mean every one of these things comes from like going to like a friend's house and just like
Yes.
experiencing it firsthand, but like
Yeah.
going into someone's house and not saying hello like to their
Mhm.
parents first or
Mhm.
like I don't know if this was for you, but like I like was never allowed to like take people to like rooms in my house. Like my
Mm.
parents' room was like a no, like
Oh yeah.
it's like living room, kitchen, like certain space. And then there's like
Yeah.
one time I like went to a friend's house and they're like, "Oh, I gotta grab someone out of my mom's room." I'm like, "Are you gonna ask her?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "What? You're just
No,
gonna
I'm
go in the
literally just
room?"
grabbing her.
Like, I was like, "That's crazy to me." Like,
That is insane.
what do you mean you're just walking in your parents' room? Like,
Yeah, I was like, that's off limits unless
yes,
she's like if my mom is like in the like her bathroom area and I'm like, "Hey
yes.
mom,"
But you still
sticks head
like
in.
knock your door, like, yeah,
It's
like
like,
you're not like waltzing in,
yeah.
like, yeah,
That's the
no,
thing.
that was
Knocking on like I get we want to like knock on door, but like fully like doors open. I'm like, "Hello?"
crazy. Yeah,
Too
no, that's
much.
crazy behavior.
I feel like I have some, but I'm like, were they? Because obviously my dad is black, my mom is Indian. So I was like, is this like Indian culture, Asian culture, just like non-white
Yeah.
person culture, or is this like
Yeah.
black specifically? So I'm like trying to think. And I feel like a couple of mine, like I took shoes off in the house. Like we're not
100%.
walking
Yes.
around
Yes.
with like shoes.
You
Also,
smell
like
like outside. Like, you're not
you
going to be
smell like
coming
outside.
in and out of the house.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like also adding to that was not sitting on my bed in outside clothes.
outside clothes.
Outside clothes.
Outside
I
clothes.
People are always like, "Oh, Erin, why are you like changing?" Like I'm like, because I'm at home, I'm putting on comfy pants. They were like, "You're
Yes.
right. You were wearing leggings like outside." And I said, "I was wearing leggings outside."
Outside.
And now I'm inside wearing these sweats. Like, what are we talking?
Like, yeah, outside clothes. 100%. Washcloths or a thing.
Yeah. 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 The paper towels of it all, just like
Yes.
using using them so much. The like milk carton with plastic bags in it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what
The
else?
plastic bags and the plastic bags and the
Yeah,
plastic
yeah, yeah.
bags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just everything. The
Yeah.
like I know people joke about this, like they're like, oh, the cookie. I'm like, the actual cookie tin container with
Yes.
not the cookies in it.
Never. There were never any cookies in it. It was either
Never.
sewing kit or like some type of like
Random assortment of
thing.
pens or
Yes.
paper clips or
Yes.
like whatever.
Never saw the cookies ever.
No.
Yeah. It was a container.
Mm-mm.
Tupperware.
Sometimes, yeah, the reuse of Tupperware. This might just be just a POC thing, just like the constant reuse of Tupperware and like
stained with
until
spaghetti.
it's broken. Yeah. Red and broken, like that is staying in my
and
house.
we're not talking about Pyrex. We're talking about plastic as Tupperware, like
from the Chinese store that you like you got takeout in. Reuse that. I still now I'm like, I'm gonna wash
I'm just gonna save
Tupperware
this.
And then I'm like, I don't need this, but
this is good. No, 100%. Yeah.
So funny.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
The things I'm like, okay, trauma, but also some of the things I'm like, okay, that was fun. That was funky and fresh. My mom,
gosh.
I'm like, is this a I was just like not allowed to have sleepovers on Saturdays.
Yes.
Because I was going to church.
Yes. 100%. Yeah. You have somewhere to be early on Sunday. You're not sleeping over. No.
And I was like, church starts at 11.
Yeah.
She said early. Yeah. He said, okay, yep.
Or if like you want to go somewhere, your mom's either dropping you off or she's picking you up. They're not doing both. Like we're not doing both.
Not doing both.
I'm gonna drop you off or I'm gonna pick you up. And
you need to call one of your little friends. Their parents need to come pick you up. So
100%. Which
is so funny.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh my gosh. Not one of your little friends. Yeah. Did you ever like one of the things always like experiencing, especially like growing up in suburbia, is like when we had to like do history or some class that would like talk about slavery or whatever, and everyone's just like muted and looking at you. Yeah. Especially like when you have to do popcorn reading for like Of Mice and Men and like or like To Kill a Mockingbird, and there's like where they say the N-word like 3 times and like someone like either volunteers to read that paragraph
and you're like,
or like no one wants to read it, so then like everyone's looking at you to read it because you're the only one that can say it, so it's like,
and you're like, I don't want to say it.
No.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the use of the N-word. And like I still say to this day at 30 years old the N-word,
which is crazy.
I'm not saying because I'm allowed to say it. Yeah, I'm not saying it because I'm like, because I'm just like, what the heck? But I'm like, I've heard stories from my dad who like grew up in the 50s and 60s, and he like was called those names like as a young kid, like literally like growing up through the Jim Crow era, like he was pushed to the back of the bus, like all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not saying those because of like what it means and why people were saying it. And like, I know it's this like goofy moment, but I was like, I'm not. So I'll be like, someone said the N-word, hard ER.
Yes.
And you have to clarify because it's 2 separate things.
Exactly. I mean, I will say like sometimes not that it'll slip out because like I can say it if I want to say it. But like sometimes I feel like, what the hell is this Negro talking about? Like, you know, like that's different. That's different. You know?
Yes. Absolutely.
But hard ER, I don't think I've ever dropped a hard ER.
Crazy.
I'll call someone a coon before I say the hard ER.
That's comical.
Yeah. So yeah, I won't be saying that. So
they won't be saying that.
That's wild.
So funny. Oh gosh, I feel like we'll come up with more like
as the time goes
we'll just
on.
like say but I have a little game / discussion for us that I was searching and that I think will be really fun. It's called Are They Invited to the Cookout? And so, you know, like the Black of it all, like we love a cookout first of all, but we love talking about like, will people pass the vibe check of the cookout, like being invited? So I found a list of like celebrities that people online were saying are non-Black people invited to the cookout. I think like there are 3 people who I'm like, automatically like, oh, they're obviously invited to the cookout. Like Haley Williams,
100%.
like she's there. Paul Wall. I thought he was
Absolutely.
black until
He is.
like 2
He is.
years ago.
He is. There's some lineage there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then specifically like black Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Like back in the day, like R&B Justin
Yeah.
Bieber.
Jawan
But like
Bieber. Yeah.
not Haley. Like
No.
if he's like, can she come? I'll be like, no, you're not invited anymore.
She's
Like
not
that
on the
doesn't pass
list.
the vibe check.
Yeah.
But I feel like we could. There's like a list of like 10 or 11 people, and we could just
Okay.
have like a fun little discussion about it. So the first
Perfect.
person, Timothy Chalamet. What are your thoughts?
If it's Timmy with the
If it's Timmy
backpack,
Tay,
Timmy Tay, yes.
yeah.
Any other Timmy, no. But if it's that
I
Timmy,
feel like, yeah, I feel like there are some like while he was doing promo for like whatever movie he was doing recently, he was doing so many. I feel like there were some moments where he was like not in a suit, just like vibing. Like when he was talking to Brittany Broski, like over there, I was like, okay, like that to me could be invited to the cookout.
yes.
I like, what is he bringing? Maybe just some napkins.
I feel like he'd bring like soda or napkins.
He could bring
like
soda, but it would have to
utensils.
be like the right kind.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would need to pass that vibe check.
100%.
But I would say he could.
At one time, yes, he would have been, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Timmy Tay or like those certain instances, but like normal him dating Kylie Jenner, I'm like,
that's a hard no. Yeah.
You need to watch Stormy. Like
he lost that privilege when that started happening. Yeah, 100%.
So funny. Okay, next person, Ariana Grande. This may be controversial for like my opinion.
I'm gonna say yes, but during the time that she was dating Big Sean.
Okay.
Like that era.
I would say yes because of the karaoke of it all and the music vibes. Like I feel like she could get on aux and we wouldn't like be
we
like,
wouldn't be mad about
turn that down.
Yes.
You know?
It would be a vibe.
Yeah. But from what she's been doing in Wicked with her Miss Cynthia Erivo who hates Black Americans, I would say no.
Yeah,
but other than that,
a period, same thing. There's an era.
Just her by herself, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, it's an era.
Yeah. Okay, next person, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah,
100.
I think that's the easiest one on this list.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Yeah, she could. I know Homegirl could come and bring. She could be inside of it or in charge of a dish.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Sweet potato. Something. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. She's a heavy ally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. The next one, Chris Hemsworth.
No. He's Australian.
Yeah.
And they don't even like their own Aboriginal people. So no.
You're so right with that one.
You know, that's a whole other thing.
I feel like he just I'm also no. I'm like, if we were like, oh, can you bring paper plates? He would bring plastic and then it would be a mess.
The flimsy ones, no. He wouldn't know.
Okay, the next person, Hugh Jackman.
I feel like he could come like as a +1. You know, like not like as the sole guest, but like as like a +1, and it'd be okay.
Yeah, they would just be like, oh, we're meeting your new man.
Yeah.
It's Hugh Jackman. Okay.
Yeah. Like they wouldn't deny
he would chitty chat. He would be okay, you know, a good like time, but I'm like,
but not like solo. Yeah. Not solo.
Not yet. We need to see more more personality, your cooking vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So funny.
I had to think about
Okay.
that one.
Yeah. I was like, okay, some of these are actually like tough. Some of them, Dolly Parton, obviously, like I'm like, yeah, immediate
Given.
yes. Don't even need to say anything. Next one, Adele.
100%. That's a Dolly Parton easy one for me. Yeah, like that's no question asked.
She is even. I'm pretty sure she's. Are they just engaged or is she married? But her
I think
new
she's
man is a
engaged to
black man.
Skepta, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's
It might
Skepta.
be.
He's
I
like
love
a
that.
big like British
Producer
artist,
or artist. Oop,
something like that.
I don't know. I don't keep up with her like life like that so much, but
Oh, I guess it's not them anymore. They used to be dating.
it's not
No, it's some she dated
Rich
Skepta, but
Paul.
it's
Okay.
someone else. He's black too.
Yeah, there we go.
Shit.
So,
Well,
she's been dating him since 2021.
yeah,
And he was included
absolutely.
in 2020's Ebony Power 100 list. Slay.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Okay, Adele. Didn't know you
Okay.
had it like that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if because the British of it all, I don't know if we could
Mm,
trust her with like a food or
yeah,
a drink,
yes.
but a utensil or she could be on cleanup crew.
Pre-made dessert.
Uh, Even still, like, are we wanting pre-made desserts at our cookout?
Cupcakes.
He said cupcakes.
Ooh, a bag of chips, Lay's, I don't know.
Just maybe she could make a deviled egg.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have mayo over there like that?
Oh,
And like relish and paprika and all? I don't even think they have paprika over there.
yeah. I'm going back to she could be there for the karaoke vibes and
Mm-hmm.
the music vibes.
Yeah,
And she would pass
agreed.
that.
Agreed. Yes.
Okay, a few more. Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely not. He doesn't even pass the vibe check, period.
Period.
Like,
Yeah.
just regular vibe check.
Exactly. I was like writing this and I was like, this is an easy no for me. And I would be concerned if you were like, well, maybe. No.
I didn't even have to think about that.
And his little antebellum wife.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not get
Yeah, Miss
twisted.
Lady Antebellum over here. Yeah. Absolutely
The plantation
not.
wedding of it all. Like, let's not.
That's crazy.
Okay, next one, Kris Jenner.
I want to say yes because she's with Corey Gamble.
Yeah.
But
And if
when
I had said Corey Gamble first, obviously he's invited as a cookout.
Yes.
But I was like, no, he would be her +1. So, like, that would be it. I feel like she could organize the party.
Yes.
And for doing that, we could extend an invitation of like, nothing
we would
else,
schedule
but
the party
also,
on the day that we know that she's busy.
Or that she has like another event to be at
Yes.
7,
so we
and
know
it starts
she's
at
not
6:30.
Yeah.
But Corey doesn't have to go with her. Like,
Yes.
she's like, gotta be Mama Jur. He's like, okay, I'll be back by 3 a.m.
We definitely do some scheming there. But
Yeah.
not even part of me, a lot of me wants to say no.
Yeah, I just feel like
The exploitation of black males, that's kind of getting to me there.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because she's the grandma to like 10
all black babies.
Yes.
Basically.
So
yeah. Except for the Disick kids.
that's
But
true.
the rest of them.
The other 20 of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes up a whole.
We can put her on a maybe.
Yes.
Like, we need to suss it out. We need to see
have
like
the
the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
she's got to
someone
bring her
cancels,
own table and her own chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's not sitting under the tent, but
at the park she's not sitting under the tent, but like everywhere else she can, live her life.
Pull up.
Okay. Next one, Michelle Yeoh.
I'll say yeah.
I would say
only
because
too. I mean, I haven't heard negative, so
yeah, no, she seems like a gem of a person.
Yeah.
And like seems like a good vibe all around from every interview, like, and
Yeah.
people who talk about her and like working with her. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like,
It would be nice. Like it wouldn't
yeah,
be a drag.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Okay, last two, Melissa McCarthy.
No.
No.
She's not funny. I do not
Okay.
find her funny. I do not find her
Okay.
charming. I do not find her
Okay. I didn't know you were a Melissa McCarthy hater.
I'm not even a hater. I just don't
You
think
don't
I've
like her
laughed
at
at
all.
one. I just maybe it's the bridesmaid of it. Like
Mm.
everyone just loving bridesmaid and I'm like, I don't get it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
I
chuckle
feel like I've
once.
seen Bridesmaids maybe 2 times, and that was when it came out.
Yeah. Same role in every movie. I don't
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand on that. 10 toes.
Okay. I was gonna put her on a maybe, but like I'm fine with saying no. Like this is our cookout.
Exactly.
She can be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last person, our girl Katie.
100%.
What are we putting her in charge of?
The hot dogs,
Okay.
and
She
the
can make the
Bojangles.
popcorn.
She's gonna bring Bojangles.
I want a platter of Bo-Berry biscuits
There we go.
and the sweet tea
There we
to be
go.
brought. But I
Mm-hmm.
need you to make it look like it's homemade.
Like you made it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is a
To
cookout.
get the props. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we can be like, yeah, our
Like
girl
make
made
an
that.
effort. Like don't just like put
Yes.
it on.
We'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, Katie, yeah, she made those by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she could also find the location for us. And
100.
she'd be like, this is the vibes.
100. Yes.
So yeah. So Katie, you made
You're
it to the
there.
cookout.
You did
You
it.
got it, girl.
We can't wait to have you there. Your first one. Oh my gosh. That was a
So
good one
funny.
though.
I
Is
thought
Scott
so.
also I'm saying yes for Scott too. She's allowed to bring a +1.
Scott, yes. I've known
Mm-hmm.
Scott since kindergarten. So
Really?
yeah, we went to kindergarten together.
What the hell?
We obviously like he went to a different school like after kindergarten and then went to high school at a different high school
Yeah.
than I did. But then we found each other at VCU because Katie was dating, obviously. And he was
That's
like,
crazy.
he sent me a message. He was like, oh my gosh, look, we were in the same kindergarten class. So it was funny because for Katie and Scott's wedding, I obviously gave a speech. And I was like, since I've known Katie since, freshman year of college, and I've known Scott since kindergarten, I feel like I can blah blah blah. Like, and that got some chuckles. I
Oh
was
my
cackling.
gosh. That's
But
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
Scott can
time for you
come.
to get out of Virginia. That's wild. You've been there too long. If you know people from
Too.
kindergarten.
I know. I was like, no, bye bye.
Oh my gosh. I also have a little game for us.
I love that.
This is such a fun game. So, this is like an actual card game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Black Card Revoked. And
Yeah.
so, my mom has this card game, and I asked her last week, hey girl, I need like 10 pictures of like these cards. Like, can you find it for me? Blah, blah, blah.
Random cards.
This morning, the day that I
Mm-hmm.
need them, I
Mm-hmm.
can't find them anywhere.
Mom.
Cool. Luckily for me, someone made a Quizlet with 50 cards, which
Yeah, luckily Google is free and we
Google
can
is
just like
free.
vibe with it.
Yes. So I'm gonna share my screen so that you can see because basically it's a
Okay,
question
perf.
and it all does with like black culture and like things that you should know. And if you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
you get your black card revoked, essentially.
I
Um,
feel like I'm not gonna do well on this
I
already.
I mean, there's some like when I played with my mom, I was like, girl, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like cause like it's just different generations, but
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's see. Okay. After you stop and drop, what should you do next? A, roll. B, put your hands up. C, shut them down, open up shop. Or D, hand over your license and registration.
I feel like I'm in between two answers,
Okay, if you're in between two answers, then you don't know.
but I'm gonna go with C.
Yes. Stop. Drop. Shut him down. Open up shop. Oh, no. That's a robotics roll. Yes, you were correct.
Yeah.
Good job.
I
Good
feel
job.
like also because the thing obviously like stop, drop, and roll, but you know that song that like that TikTok sound that became popular, like the stop, drop, and roll, like that one.
Oh, yes.
I
Yes.
feel like that could have
It
also,
could have
but
been.
not like stop, drop, and roll, you know, like boring.
Yes.
But
I
like
know
the
what you mean.
audio. Mhm.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. If young Metro don't trust you, what might future do? A, call the police. B, beat you. C, fight you. Or D, shoot you.
Why do I feel like
Aaron.
B or C? What is this? I don't know.
Aaron.
Girl, I don't know. I told you I feel like I'm gonna do bad at this.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning. Wake up in the morning. Come on.
Is that what
Shoot
the
you.
lyrics are?
If young Metro don't trust you, he gonna shoot you. Yes.
There we go. I've already Black card has already been revoked.
Okay, maybe you should be asking me the questions.
So funny.
Okay, what might your mom
Oh,
tell
I
you?
know this one.
What might your mom tell you to do before going into any store? A, don't
Don't
touch nothing.
touch nothing. Don't ask for
Ask
nothing. Don't
Don't
look at nothing. That one. All of the
Thank
above.
you. Thank you.
Because that's giving. Do you have McDonald's money?
Thank
We
you.
have food at home.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. What's the most liable to get you cussed out at the cookout? A, you messed up the potato salad. B, you reneged during spades. C, you didn't bring anything. Or D, you walk in and not speak. And all of these are bad.
I
So,
know. I
like,
was like, I feel like doing any of these, it's just like, which is worse? I feel
yes.
like walking and not speak. But like, also, like, yeah, all of them are so bad. I'm like, I would
Yes.
say E, all of the above.
I'm gonna say mess up the potato salad because you don't get to make potato salad unless it's confirmed that you can make potato salad. So if
Yeah.
you mess that up, you're
If you
getting
put
cussed
like
out.
raisins in it,
Yeah. They're kicking you out.
yeah.
You're done.
Mm-hmm.
Walk in and not speak.
Yes, because
I
it's
could-
rude.
Yes.
You were
As we
already
said
talking about
earlier.
going to friends' houses, yeah, and just being like going downstairs instead of saying hi, Mr. and Mrs. La La La, hi da
Yeah.
da da.
I should have known. Some of these I've seen, some of these I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
What does Beyonce carry in her bag? A bat?
First of all, should
Pepper-
be C. You go ahead, keep going.
Pepper spray? A slap for Jay-Z or hot sauce?
I got hot sauce in my bag.
Swag.
Swag.
Thank you. That was an easy one. That was easy.
Mm-hmm.
Who claims they had the greatest comeback? Was it SZA, Rihanna, Soulja Boy, or Tyga?
Isn't it Soldier Boy?
It's Soulja Boy.
Yeah, I was like, first of all, SZA and Rihanna would never say that.
No. And it's
And
like
then
so
Tyga, I was like,
delusional.
but
He's never
Soulja
been a
Boy-
comeback. Yeah.
No, he had Crank That Soldier Boy and then Kiss Me Through the Phone. Don't get it, 2 hits.
Yes.
But
And that's it.
that's it.
What does it mean if your ear keeps itching? A, you need to wash. B, someone is talking about you. C, you need to go to the doctor. Or D, you're about to fall in love.
B.
100%. Yes.
Someone like, or if you sneeze, someone's talking
Mhm.
about you.
Yes.
Sneeze or ear itching.
The folklore. And what year did Cash Money Records take over? 2001 to 2002? 99 to 2000? 97 to 98? Or 2004 to 2005?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess B. Do you know?
Thank you. Yes, I do. Cash
Okay.
Money Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000s. Thank you.
Slay.
What does the word thought mean? The hose of tomorrow, temporary hoe on time, that hoe over there, or it doesn't stand for anything.
Temporary hoe on time is so funny, but isn't it that hoe over there?
That hoe over there.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we should do it to temporary hoe. Oh, so funny. Okay, what are
If you mix, here we go. If you mix Negro and Creole, what do you get? A bad
Can you
chick,
mix it?
hot sauce in a bag, a Texas Bama, or a good ass halftime show?
First of all, D,
All
but
the
it's C.
above.
Yeah,
Yes.
honestly, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that these are just random questions and then Beyonce lyrics.
So this one, some of them they have majority rules. So when you play with people, you all have to agree.
Okay.
But majority rules, which I already know your answer. Who has better biscuits?
Do you actually know my answer?
I have an idea. I have a different answer that I think you have. So there's Red Lobster, there's Popeyes, KFC, and Bojangles.
Okay.
I think it's Red Lobster.
Even though they're dry, I think it's Popeyes.
You're
the
joking.
flavoring there is so good.
It's butter.
One thing about me, honey buns, I love Popeyes. I'll stand by them.
Oh, I love Popeyes.
Down. I'll stand by them.
The reason their drinks are so big is because the biscuit is so dry.
And I'm fine I'm eating the whole thing. I will always eat a Popeyes biscuit.
It's literally a joke about KMSing by eating a Popeyes biscuit. No drink.
I know. And I know. And I'm like, ha ha ha. Not me.
It's the butter. It's the butter.
It's the butter and the flavoring.
Babes.
I'm just glad none of us said KFC. Okay.
Yeah, no. It's a hard no. Hard no.
So funny.
This is the biggest conspiracy theory that we won't let die. Tupac is still alive. Janet and El DeBarge had a love child. Someone else had Blue Ivy, or OJ is Chloe's dad.
I feel like A, because D is correct.
100%. 100%. He is still alive. He's in South America. And we all know this.
He is. Also, there's that man on TikTok who just starts singing and he looks. Have you seen that guy?
No.
It's an actual. I'll have to send you it, but it is a TikTok creator who looks exactly like Tupac, and he's he'll be lip singing to Tupac songs, but I'm like, that's you. Your song.
You're him.
And it's it's not just a little resemblance. It's he looks exactly like it. At first I thought it was an AI moment, but I was like, no, that's a real human being who looks exactly like Tupac.
He's not slick. Who taught you how to spell independent? A teacher, Destiny's Child, Lil Webby, or Lil Boosie?
You know the one.
Who?
B.
Destiny's Child taught you how to spell independent?
Well, actually, I feel like
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? She got her own house. She got her own car. Come on. That's how I learned it.
I feel like when did that come out? No, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what came out first. I mean, regardless, I learned how to spell it both ways, because someone.
Regardless, we are educated women, and we
Black
just knew
women.
How to spell it anyway.
That came out in 1999 for Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
What? And the other one came out in 2008. That's wild. Who are you talking to? A, you, B, your mama, C, him or her, or D, nobody.
See, now I need to ask who's asking it. Because if my parent is like, who are you talking to? I'll be like, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're asking me, I'll be like, yo, mama, so.
Nobody.
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 Nobody. Who can do it like nobody? Okay. It's a lot more fun with a lot of people because everyone starts fighting about stuff, but
we'll have to run it back next week for maybe when we have a special guest.
I think so. I'm gonna find another version too.
Yeah, to
'Cause
keep
there's
it
like
light at the
2.
end.
Yeah, because we're not doing history over here. Okay.
Well, we'll need your mom to like actually
No, lock in.
find the cards.
Mom, please lock in and find the cards.
Please.
I need it.
SOS, I'm begging
I
you.
need it. Thank you. My gosh.
So
Oh
funny.
my
That was
gosh.
so fun.
It's
Do
so
we have any
light,
like it's so light, so fun, so fresh, and just like things that we honestly talk about in our daily life
That's what I'm
anyway.
saying. Yes.
But do we have any loves and icks?
It's so weird to do Loves and Icks without Katie because usually she goes first and I have time to like
I can
think
go
about it.
first, but I
Okay,
only
yeah.
have one for each.
Oh, I'm shocked.
So yeah, no, this week was a light week. I guess I could add a second one. Loves,
Okay.
I got a seafood boil this week.
Finally.
And like she was everything. It was a new place that like opened up close to me. And so me and my friend, shout out Mario, we went and it's called Grab a Crab. And they have a little
Ooh,
like claw machine in there where you
stop.
can grab a if you'll get a free token, you can grab a plushie, and if you get a plushie, you get a free crab, a free shrimp, a free sausage, a free potato, a free lobster if there are ones. Like, and you just trade it in, or you can keep the plushie. My friend Mario decided to keep the plushie because he didn't want to have crab anyway. But it was just a fun time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then and it was delicious. I would say the flavoring of it was like a 7 out of 10. Like it was still
Mm,
good, but
mm-hmm.
I've had like seafood boils here and
Yeah,
obviously like at home in someone's like backyard or
an
like
actual boil. Yeah,
at a picnic area like that are better, but this one was still good.
I love
Um
that for you.
I talked about it a little last week because I think I had seen my sister before we filmed the episode, but I saw my sister and her family like this past
Yes.
weekend. It was just like a fun, cute moment, and I got to have like Auntie Erin time with the kiddos. And we just bopped around. I went to so many parks, and I was just like,
Yes.
here I am, because my sister was at a conference, so it was like my brother-in-law and the kids,
Yeah.
and it was just he was like, "What are we doing with them? Tiring them out? Let's go to a park." Meet us at this park. Meet us at that park. Let's have
Oh
some
my
donuts. I
gosh.
said, okay, like I'll be there. Um, and then another, this is a love ick. So the love is the Spurs are back. The ick is they lost today.
Damn.
And it was like, it's one of our like same like London town rivals of Chelsea, and we hate Chelsea. Boo.
Boo.
Um, but so Chelsea scored like 2 goals. The first 45 minutes, no goals scored. Second 45 minutes, Chelsea scores 2 goals within like 5 minutes, and we're like,
Come
but
on.
then the second goal gets disallowed. So it's 1-0 again. And we're like,
Oh shoot.
okay, like we can come back. And then one of the Spurs players yeets the ball, scores. And we're like, okay, it's 1-1. Like this is crazy. But then the ref was like, beep, I need to like check out the screen. Disallowed. And so yeah, just so many goals disallowed. So the game ended 1-0.
That's
But like
crazy.
they were trying. There were some parts that they weren't trying, and I was like, boys, like I know you've had a break, but like most of you just came back from international duty, so you've been playing
Yeah.
soccer.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? But they, it was just not the vibe. And then also like the field was like so wet. Like I saw someone like kind of slip and fall on the field, and
Mm.
usually that happens like here and there, but I felt like it was every other second I was seeing a player like down and like getting up. But I saw like water like coming off the like the grass, and I was like, oh, hello.
Hello?
But I was also like, you have spikes on the bottom of your shoes, like why is it not
Should not be happening.
staying? Anyway, so that's
Oh
my
my
ick.
gosh.
But it gave me good TikTok content because
Mm-hmm.
I am posting on my personal account follow me, absolutely Erin, on TikTok for more soccer content and
Yes.
books content. So
There we go. You got
yeah,
a
that's
silver
that.
lining out of it. So
Yeah,
my ick is also sports related.
love.
Norfolk Admirals, their me and Katie's favorite goalie, Thomas Millick, got recalled back up to the
Not
AHL.
recalled.
Playoffs are literally in like a week. And they're like, oh, we need our goalie back, and they pulled him back up. So we
Oh
don't
my gosh.
have, who knows? I don't even know who the goalie is right now. Right before playoffs, which is just
Yeah,
amazing. So
love.
love that for us. It's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
short run. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then my love for this week, it was 86 degrees today.
Yeah,
What I hated,
that's why you went to the happy hours.
I did. It was on the roof.
Yeah,
It was on the roof.
yeah.
I hate that I don't have any clothes for this occasion now. So it's time for me to find, because I haven't got, like, I don't shop at Shein anymore because of the fucking tariffs. So where am I getting like
And
a
the child
$12
labor
dress?
laws.
That too, but mainly the tariffs.
Yeah, that just started. Yeah, no.
Um, that started like 12 hours ago. Um,
Right.
yes, but no, it was 86 degrees today, and it's supposed to be like 80 tomorrow. And I'm
Slay.
on a Friday. I'm living. I'm
You have
living.
plans tomorrow too, so you're ready
I
to
do.
be
I
out and about.
I've been so social this week.
Me last
Can't.
week, I'm like, I'm ready to hibernate.
I literally don't want to talk to a soul after that. So, but yeah, that's my love.
Ah,
It's
love.
been a week. And this is a
Wow.
shorter episode than I thought I was gonna be, honestly.
Yeah.
One, because the girls have to go to sleep. And I'm like
Yeah. As always.
but also it's been a long ass day.
It
Like
really has been. Like,
back
it's
to
been a
back to
long
back.
week. Just like,
Yeah,
too much. But we move on.
we will.
Um, dang, I really enjoyed this episode.
Me too. This
I
is
really enjoyed it.
therapeutic.
Yeah. And next week is going to be even more
I
therapeutic.
feel like we should do another episode with Katie in it and just see where it goes.
Remember when her mom said, first of all, love Barb. Shout out Barb. But remember when she was like, pepper is too spicy? And she didn't like put pepper in things? We should ask Katie the like
Yes.
cookout questions
Yes.
and see her answers and the
Yes.
black card questions.
Yes. She has to earn the black card is basically
Yeah.
what we need to do. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll circle back with that.
Okay.
So
Okay. We'll put that on the agenda, on the list.
on the agenda. So funny. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's
Oh my
been
gosh.
fun. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us everywhere on socials. We are posting
And we'll be black next week.
and we'll be black next week. Bye.